And we're back, everyone. So we took a couple of minutes to bring on 2 more guests. We had the pleasure of bringing these 2 gentlemen on. They came with Dionys. When I met them, I'm like, guys, you guys have a great story, and I want to talk to you and I want to meet you. So we have this gentleman here, Jowvttz. Jowvttz. Welcome, Jowvttz. He's a drill rapper. We're going to talk about that. And his man over here, Ernesto. Ernesto is a handsome, brooding type of fella. Ernesto, right? Ernesto. Nice to meet you guys. You guys are all good guys.
Yeah.
So tell me about what you do. You have a wonderful story. We just met about an hour ago, right?
Yeah.
And you're a drill rapper.
Yeah,
my kids know what that is, but I don't know what that is. Explain what that is.
Yeah, like truthfully, so drill rap is like, he could explain it to you better. He could explain it to you better, cause.
Grab the mic.
Oh, here you go.
He's your lawyer?
Nah, he can explain it better because it's like he like more in tune with the drill rap scene. I'm an artist, so it's like I don't.
But you rap.
Huh?
But you rap,
I
right?
rap. Yeah, I'm an artist. I rap, but I don't really categorize myself in the drill scene.
Okay.
But I'm in the drill scene, but I don't categorize. They categorize me as that. For me.
I see.
You get it? Like
I see.
Yeah. So I just.
So you're a creator. You're an artist.
Like artist. Yeah.
But the market says put that label on you.
Yeah, the drill artist.
All right. Explain what drill rap is.
Drill rap.
Basically, explain it.
Like, I don't know. Everybody for me, like, I don't know. Everybody takes it for like they don't.
Well,
I can explain drill rap. Drill rap is basically like it's basically like violence. It's violence.
Yeah.
It's a hard beat.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Like it's
don't
called
make
UK,
fun of me.
It's called UK drill actually. Yeah. Like UK drill beats. That's where like that hard beat that you're thinking of. That's where that come from. To my knowledge, that's why I feel like that come from that UK drill sound. For me, like but drill rap is like people talking about violence, about what they did. I just shot somebody, took his chain, dissing.
Yeah.
Dissing all day, talking loud, screaming. I kind of go in that category because I be rapping loud.
All right, so let me stop you right there. So you how old are you, by the way?
I'm 23.
Okay, so you're a young man. So you have quite a story. When we first met, we kind of clicked quick, right?
Sure, yeah.
We very very similar cloth we come from. You know what I mean? We both admire men of honor and respect and things like that are very important, right? So right off the bat, you and I clicked, and all of us did, I think. But you would tell me you did time and you had quite a story as well. But what I found fascinating is that when you came home from being incarcerated, how again you changed your life. I gotta tell you, I'm so proud of you guys, all 3 of you guys, because you took something that was so impossible. Like you had I'm telling you, like I got shot when I was a kid and I was paralyzed. I had dark days, bro. I had bad black days, dark days where I didn't know if I was ever gonna walk again. And I'm sure you had those moments when you were in jail.
Right.
And for you to have that resilience, right, to find that strength deep down inside you, right, that's a story in itself. So
but I know
tell me about that.
I like I was about to say, like I know, see how you had dog days? I know all them dog days being the darkest, I know you had like even the tiniest bit of light still that you seen at the end of the tunnel. That's what always had me going, you feel me? I always had like, was heart strong, mentally strong. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you get that from?
I guess you see that's where my son Emoji coming like with the fathers, cause I ain't have a father, so I looked up to like the streets, the ghetto, the rural, like that tough, like what I'm saying, be the definition.
I was attracted. Let me tell you something. I was attracted to that too, growing up, because I was like a lot of organized crime guys around me when I was a kid, right? Growing up in an Italian Sicilian neighborhood, and I admired those guys, man. Instantly, that's who we looked up to.
Yeah, like my mom, like I started going crazy, like a little about my like some real stuff in the hood though. Like I was going.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up all over the Bronx type.
The Bronx kid.
Yeah, but like, long story short, like my mom's like I was 10 years old. It's like you ever seen Boys in the Hood? Yeah. So you seen Boys in the Hood? You seen Boys in the Hood? All right, right. So you see how the mom took the kid to his father, right? So my mom. I don't know if she seen Boys in the Hood, but I know she tried to do that with me. Not with my father though, with my aunt. Feel me? So when I'm with my aunt, like you feel me? My aunt is like the most amazing person. You feel me? Everything about her is amazing. You feel me? But so she's like my mom's gonna be strict. She let me like my aunt like yo. But like I asked
that was in the Bronx. She was still your aunt was in the Bronx.
Example, like I asked my aunt like what time I gotta go to sleep whenever you want, like, and then she like like that, but. It wasn't like, I never did nothing in front of her. If she just see me doing like violence or stuff like that, she would have dubbed that. But like right there, I started getting like influenced by the gangs. You feel me? Start right there. But that's how I went though in the hood. Like my mom sent me and my aunt thinking I was going behave it, and then it escalated from there. Now I end up seeing what gangs look like, and now I got influenced like that. Like, oh, I've jacked out.
And that was as a young man.
Yeah,
How
little
old
kid.
were you when you were in the streets?
10.
That young?
Like 10, 9, started coming outside.
Hold on one second. Stop right there. Send me one of his songs. Text it to me, right? And then I'm going to text it to Frankie, and then we're going to play it. A little bit of one of his songs, right? That way he gets
you
the
can
song.
do Money and Violence.
Yeah. Text that to me.
Just don't take us down for copyright.
Nah, come on now.
It's his song. It's his song.
That's right, nah.
Oh,
It's the song that I'm about to send him called Money and Violence.
Okay, text that to Dionys, and then I'm going to send that. He'll send that to me, and I'll send that to Frank.
Is it on YouTube or SoundCloud?
Nah, this actually unreleased. I got an upcoming album I'm about to drop. It's like a project I'm still working on. You feel me?
Sick.
Everything don't happen overnight, so I'm still working on it. But when I do drop, it's gonna be a masterpiece.
Awesome.
So it's actually unreleased right here, but for me, like everybody tune in, whoever listening, they gonna want it more. They gonna want it to drop. They gonna want to be able to put it on their playlist. So.
Okay.
So
you sent that to Dionys?
Yeah.
Okay, so send that to me, and I'll send that to Frankie. Okay, so when you hit the streets, you were attracted to the streets at about 10.
Like 11.
That's young.
11. That's when I got.
That's his
influenced by
son's
gangs.
age. That's Dionys' son's age.
Yup.
That's little guy.
I see these little kids, and I'll be thinking sometimes like I was a little worse sometimes, but then sometimes it's like they get burst at a younger age. Like,
And what attracted to you? Just the brotherhood, like the camaraderie,
I had older brothers that was always going outside, so it's like I wanted to know what outside was. You know what I'm saying? Like what it is. And then it's like all the movies is influences. Like we watching movies about the trenches, like I was just saying Boys in the Hood,
You see people who come outside
South
every
Central.
day, like,
So we just looking at that, like all that, like that's why we looking at. I'm looking at that personally, and
we
all that
barely
is.
see movies, so when we did see them, we paid attention. For me.
right?
Barely had.
And that was a influence, big influence on how you lived your life.
Cause that makes us want something, like TV, like the jury. It makes us like that. Like
Well,
seeing
social media too, man.
Yep, absolutely. All that it makes us
100%.
it makes us want something that we don't got, and then when we do see it, now we go after it probably, and that's what happened with the lifestyle.
Okay, so take me to you're 10, you're 11. Ultimately, you get in trouble. You get in big trouble. Like you do real time.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What kind of case was that?
Reckless endangerment, robberies.
So you're doing crazy shit. You're doing serious shit. How old were you when you were doing robberies? Well, when you got arrested for a robbery.
I was 16.
All right, you're a
But
kid.
I've been getting arrested for robberies since like 14.
All right,
15.
so you went to jail. How long did you do in jail?
Like basically 3 years.
Okay, and then when you were in jail, that's when you started creating who you are right
Yeah,
now,
like,
right?
that's
This
when-
new person.
That's why I say like right
Jowvttz,
now I feel like
let's say.
I grew up in prison. That's why I
Right.
tell like I got respect. Like that's where you feel me. I can't speak for faggots, rapos, child molesters, all that bad shit. But I can speak for men. That's where you become a man. Now you can't steal. You gonna get killed. For me, even if you just say this is my little man's right, and he stole from somebody because the person is not in the gang. He's like a nobody. Like you know what I'm saying. Depending who I am and how I'm feeling, like I'm gonna get him off that now. Cause like, but why you stealing anyway? That's how you going. Oh, you taking advantage now. So it just taught me how to be a man. So that's how.
Off the hand if you have
there's
to
a code. It's you got to do what you got to do, right? And you experienced that as a young man.
Yeah, I experienced that for me in prison. I experienced like being a man in prison. I feel like for me, I always had like the mindset of old soul, like you know, growing up. But like, when I went to prison, that's where I really became a man, physically and mentally.
And I give you a lot of credit for that, man. That's great. So tell me how you start thinking about the man you are today. So you have a brand, right? Jowvttz is a brand.
Jowvttz is a brand.
Right. So tell me, how does that start? That starts in jail, correct?
It started in jail when I realized like I could. I used to write before. I used to write like one day I won $1,000 on an essay in
Really?
prison because it was a contest with jails, and it was about I guess it was basically like about the streets. And what I
Your
wrote on that paper
experience.
was so powerful, I reached #1, and I got $1,000 for that. I got a check when I went home. So during that process, I knew I could write. So, like my boom.
How long you been home now?
I've been home. I just like when I came. Boom. I've been home only for like 6 months now, 5 months.
Okay.
For me, I just beat a attempt murder. For me, boom. So now I'm writing. So now I'm K Flock calling him. He like.
And that's your brother.
That's my brother.
Brother,
yeah,
right? What's your brother's name?
K Flock.
Okay.
So now I'm calling him. He telling me about how his career going. And that's inspired me to. That inspired me somehow. Somebody that one day I just started waking up and really writing bars. And I'm laying down. I'm in a box. So in a box.
And what are you writing about? You're writing about stuff you know.
Yeah, just anything that pop up in my head that start rhyming.
Now there's a. I'm imagining there's my son. So my son writes music, right? And I'm so impressed that he knows how to write a song. Like, how did you know how to write a song? Like,
yeah, man, I wrote my first song. I was hype. I called my peoples, but like I thought it was the first song, but it was a little sign, like sign I wrote.
So you feel like you got better at your craft as you went on, or was it the first one was a hit?
So I started writing bars a little bit, boom. Then I came home. I didn't have the energy. My first time coming home, that's when I seen everything K Flock was talking about, seeing everything in real life, like you see. So now it motivated me more to like, all right, let me get in the studio. So I'm in the studio, started trying to rap. Like I said, the bars was there, but now the energy wasn't. So I needed that energy. So now I ended up getting locked up again for a gun charge. So now during that bit right there, I did like 6 months in jail on Rikers Island. During that bit right there, I was in there with one of my mans from the town, from the streets, and he was telling me, I was rapping to him. He like, nah, rap how you argue. Like, you know, when you talking like aggressive, like rap like that. And then I started rapping like aggressive, and then he said put passion into it, and then that's how I got that flow. And then,
that's amazing.
And then I came home, and literally 1 week later, I went to the studio. I came home on a Friday, bailed out on a Friday. The Friday after that, I made 2 tracks, As Real As It Gets, 187 Story. The results is on YouTube.
That's amazing. So you just put your music on YouTube?
Yeah.
And how did you market it? Because you're like a one man.
So I didn't know.
You're a one man brand.
Yeah. So
basically.
I didn't know how to And so by the time I started rapping, I didn't take my brother was already locked up. K Flock was already locked up. So I'm doing it by myself.
Right.
So I didn't know how to get money for it or nothing. But I did get DistroKid. DistroKid, that's how you get money for music. I did get DistroKid, and I bought that. I put my music on there, distributed my music on all platforms. Ended up doing my time. I did 20 months. Came home and realizing I got like almost $3,000
because your music
because
was
my music
got
all added up. Yup.
And now you have a different perspective on life. So now now your life is music as opposed to streets.
Now it's like I could now I could get paid for it.
You see the light.
Facts. Let's see the light is brighter now.
And I personally know that if you made $3,000 on DistroKid, that's a lot of streams. Because they're so stingy on Spotify and all these places with the artists. They give them like very little amount per stream. So that's like hundreds of thousands, millions of players.
Really amazing. Yeah. Amazing. What you did, what you were able to accomplish.
And then it's so crazy because I realized like, I bet getting $3,000 a check is a big thing. It's somebody called Rio, the young OG. He was just out of interview. He telling his story. He like, yo, and he's all the way a celebrity now. He's lit. You heard? So he telling the story about on the interview. He like, I remember I got my first check $1,600. My first check was $3,000. So that's like, you feel me? But I've been inspired. But right? That like hearing that story after inspired me even more.
Of course, and now you got positive inspiration. Positive motivation around
Absolutely.
you. Could you sing it, like, would you rap for me?
I
don't put you on the spot, but because I'm so intrigued, man. Like you guys are all.
I'm trying to think what song, Shah.
Because I know you could just bang it out.
She was telling me about Boko, you know.
Huh? When he said story? When he said part 2?
You want to text me that other song? I'll put it on.
I thought I had your song.
Yeah, you got mad songs.
I got all his songs.
Okay, let's put some songs. All right.
And since I've been home though, to get back to like the legal stuff, since I've been home, I stopped carrying pistols, stopped carrying guns. Why? Because I'm Muslim, so my gun is my heart. You feel me? I come outside 'cause I'm not trying to catch a gun charge. You see how much, like, there's a lot of procedures to get away with doing anything that got to do with a gun. You gotta get away with it. You gotta fight for your life, literally.
Guns are bad.
To not even get, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm telling you, guns are bad. It's a hard case.
So that's why So that's why, and I Jack father speak up too, because he speak for the fathers. Like, I didn't have a father for me growing up. That's why I looked up to the streets, so I got influenced by the gangs. If I had a father, like, I got a son on the way. Came home,
Good for
mashallah,
you. Congratulations.
So, I ain't have a father to tell me, yo, you don't carry a gun because what you let a man put fear in your heart like that you gotta carry a pistol. Like, it's different when you're a celebrity. Everybody, you got security for that now.
Right.
You got money. You feel me? If you just in the streets, just get out the streets then.
Right.
Word.
You're a wise young man. Really.
Yup, 23. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to go back to jail. You feel me? The only Allah forbid, you feel me, is if I'm really defending myself. You feel me, or my family.
Your family, of course. Well, any man is going to do that. Any man's going to do that.
That's really it.
And not only that, tell them, you know what I mean, tell them about your brother, K Flock, like, he's doing some time, man. Now, you don't want it, everything he's going through, you want to make sure you stay here to take care of the family,
Right.
Because he was a big coming rapper right now.
Yeah, K Flock, yeah, he facing 30. He's facing 30 years right now in the feds, 30 to life. He facing life right now in the feds for murder, all types of stuff. But he's innocent, you heard, and he's gonna beat that. Inshallah, he's
Yeah, I
gonna
hope
beat
he
that. We
beats
got faith. But right now, it's like I gotta hold it down, and I gotta be legit because
Right.
you know what I'm saying. Like, the feds is on him. That's my brother. Why they ain't taking a look at me just even a little bit? So I gotta make sure I move like that. I move extra on point because I ain't trying to go back and
Let me ask you this. So, your young man out there, he's 14, 15, 16, right? And he was in the same position, same streets as you. He's looking up to you. What are you telling him? What's your advice to a kid that's in the street, growing up, and is doing the wrong thing? What are you telling him right now?
First, what I'm gonna tell him is he should convert to Islam. That's the first thing I'm gonna tell him, and then I'm gonna tell him, we could get into that, but besides that, just stay out the streets. Just, if you gotta go to school, use the ghetto as an experience. When I was in jail, I didn't cry about my situation. I used it as an experience because I seen the light. I knew even if I ain't come home, beat my case, come home, they say 12 years. I bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come home eventually to use it as an experience. You feel me? So I tell them, like, use what they going through. Like, I tell my baby sister personally. Feel me? She's 16, 15. She's a female, though. But I would tell them, say, use what you're going through right now, the ghetto, the trenches, all that, as an experience. And you know what I'm saying? You want
to make you stronger.
Yeah, you want to, like, you don't want to put your kids through that. So you experience that, so you won't put your kids through that.
Oh, you're going to be a father soon. So.
I'm about to be a father soon,
Right.
so yeah, I experienced
And
the
your
trenches.
life will change again. Trust me.
Yeah, I know. That's
great
why.
experience.
That's why. I got like an idea in my head. Right? I feel like you could be the best parents in the household if you live in the trenches, in the streets. 9 times out of 10, your son is gonna go down that street path, cause the influence is greater than what you saying. You feel me? Cause you ain't showing better now. You feel me? Cause it's like he's still in the trenches. You feel me? He still got to go outside and walk down the same blocks you walk down. You feel me? So that's the biggest thing. Like, get the kids out the hood. And then it's situations where they out the hood and then they talk crazy. Their parents, they do drugs or But it's like, you want to do everything you can as a parent and eliminate any problem. For me, so it's like, nah, you really did good. You feel me? And then, yeah, bro, that's it.
Well, I wish you a lot of luck, man. I wish you never get in trouble again. You have your head on right. You have a beautiful career, and just keep doing what you're doing.
A lot of kids look up to them.
Yeah.
Like, when he comes to my neighborhood, I remember there was one kid. He came, yo, that's Jowvttz. Yo, can I take a picture? The kid already knew me. 15 minutes later, he comes back with 2 other kids. Now he on the phone with his brother K Flock, and then they start recording. Oh, that's K Flock.
That's great, but that's a certain power that you have, right? That's a certain responsibility, and you gotta really take that very serious, and you got to do the right thing because now so many people are looking up to you, right? And you go down the right path, you're changing tens of thousands of lives that you don't even know.
Absolutely.
You go down the wrong path, you're changing tens of thousands of lives for the wrong reason.
Right.
So you have such a great responsibility. You're blessed.
Mashallah.
You're blessed. God
Thank
bless
my
you.
brother, for sure.
Seriously. Because you have the talent. And not only, there's plenty of people with talent.
Right.
You might
absolutely.
have talent, but if you don't do nothing with the talent.
Right. And some
it's-
people don't realize too
Right,
late.
waste of talent. Right. But you were able to take action with your talent.
Absolutely.
And you're changing the world, man, in your own way. You're making your mark.
Right.
Very proud of you guys. Very,
Look,
very
bro,
proud
I
of you
appreciate it. That's
guys.
motivation.
So, and we're back here with the gun guy, right? Right.
Right,
So,
right.
if you ever want to get a concealed carry, right? He said to you, what? No tight pants. So those pants are
tight
no
pants,
good,
no,
right?
Nope. I got to word up.
So you said something interesting, Kevin. You said we were off camera, and so let's say you're licensed to carry,
Correct.
but you can see the gun. You can, let's say I wear like one of my I have a gun. I'm licensed to carry, and you can see the imprint of the gun in my suit. That's a felony.
Yes.
Wow.
You will get charged for that because it's not concealed.
What-
So basically, concealment means that no one should know that you have this firearm. All right. So when you carry your firearm, you're gonna humble yourself.
Oh, he got one. Everybody
hear it?
using this one?
got it on?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay, I'm sorry. So everything changes, like situation awareness. Let's say you know years ago when I was young, I used to have road rage, you
Right.
know. But then, excuse me, when I carry my firearm, everything changes.
You're calmer.
You're calmer,
Right.
You know, because you don't want to get into that situation.
Right. It's almost a deterrent for yourself.
It is.
There's something mentally that goes on where you click
Yes.
that you don't want to engage in anything. You don't
That's
want no
correct.
bullshit.
You know, and I see a lot of people, they engage, they have power struggles. They want to see who's the bigger person. You know, I'm not with that. You know, I just want to go home to my family, you know, where, you know, I'm safe. It takes two people to argue. If someone's arguing, you know, why are you going to get in a verbal altercation with them?
Right.
Because you don't know how their mindset is. You know, they could be mentally ill. You don't know what the situation may be, and then you may just say something, and all of a sudden, you got a knife in your throat.
Yeah. There was a guy on my block today in the middle of the street just fighting cars as the cars were driving by him.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
So, but
You
just
know.
getting back to the concealment, you know, everything changes, your wardrobe changes. It could be 90 degrees outside. If you want to carry that firearm, you must wear like a light sweater.
to
You know,
conceal it.
so basically you have to kind of plan out your wardrobe for that day before you go out.
That's real. You make your gun got to match the outfit for you.
No, not necessarily,
Nice.
but let's say you go to the
Well,
grocery
my gun
store.
will match my outfit. By
Yes.
the way. I always like the Peaky Blinders look. You know, with
That's
the
that's
gun
my
here.
idea
like
when
it.
I would think
Yeah.
about
Is that
conceal.
concealed too? Like, for me, like,
Well,
As long as you're not showing.
not showing, like-
No, as long as you don't take off your jacket and it's concealed because nobody can see it.
Right.
But then if he gets hot and he takes off his jacket, they see the holster.
Yeah, but that's a pretty cool look to have.
No,
my
it is-
jacket
it is
off,
cool,
you
but-
know, with the,
Right.
No, if you want that look, then switch careers and go in law enforcement.
okay.
right,
okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, so police can walk, but like they could
Oh, yeah.
show their.
Sure.
Like detectives and stuff
Yeah,
like
they can
that.
do whatever they want.
What about off duty police? Can they show their gun, or they gotta have the same rules like us?
No.
conceal?
Well, ideally, it should be concealed because they're off duty. Okay, because there's a lot of friendly fire. Now, let's say there's a uniform officer sees this guy has a firearm.
Right. He doesn't know if
He doesn't.
right.
He doesn't know if he's on the
Right.
job or not. So
Sure.
that's how a lot of police officers accidentally lose their lives because their gun is showing. You know.
You think of a song for me?
I said, pain could turn into millions. Stop on a beat, I want y'all to listen. Hear my name, they tuned in. Still free K, be back in a minute. You got the product, I got the money. I don't need a rob you, little nigga, just bring it. As a little nigga, but stay no business. Do what I want, I don't need permission. Do what you need to, not what you want. Temptation be scary. Demons might listen. Desire, I said, desire is the devil. I said, hold on, let me run it back. I said, look, pain could turn into millions. Stop on the beat, I want y'all to listen. Hear my name, they tuned in. Still free K, he be back in a minute. You got the product, I got the money. I don't need a rob you, little nigga, just bring it. As a little nigga, bitch, stay no business. Do what I want, I don't need permission. I said, then I ain't gonna lie.
That's good, man. Good. Excellent.
Jack,
Very good. Very good. Very good.
You know
Very
what I mean?
impressive,
You
man.
gotta be telling him, Gerard, that when he be rapping, he gotta stop, gotta be sober so he could be more, you know?
Yeah.
He could.
I love it. Very good. So when I was a kid, it was like, you know, Biggie Smalls. And
Right.
So you respect the old timers too, right?
Yeah, of course. I respect all the elderlies. I respect all the elderlies. That's a man. Like even in the streets, like
Wait, you said elderlies?
Yeah, older people like. Older
I'm not elderly.
Nah, not. I'm talking about
I'm teasing you, I'm kidding with you.
'cause you know, like
I don't got.
But that's where it all began, you know. Like you got to give the old school.
yeah, credit. If they
Credit,
real
yeah,
people,
right.
not real people. If they real men, I feel like I got respect for them. I
Yeah,
always get in
respect.
that credit.
Yeah.
Waiting about, let's say.
You send it to me.
Respect.
Yeah,
women,
respect.
we
What about
give
50
Oh, yeah,
Cent?
you did.
You
50 Cent? Yeah, I
you
jack 50
respect
Cent.
50 Cent.
Yeah.
He was from Jamaica.
Yeah, I jack him. He be on that. He be on that.
What about like a? He seems like pretty
This is my
like
shit,
tough.
too.
Like
who 50?
yeah,
Yeah, 50. That's what I'm saying. He seemed tough. Like
yeah.
yeah.
He's real.
He legendary now because he been out for years. Like it takes
Right,
a
he's
lot to stay
resilient.
consistent like that. You from the trenches, so I respect
Right. And he was very similar to you. He had a very tough upbringing, and it didn't look good for him. And he just made himself. He made himself.
that. Absolutely.
You know,
And I
he made
respect
himself. I read a book, The 50th Law, when he did a book, him and Robert Greene, who is one of my favorite authors. And the book was about his story, and it was, the 50th Law is no fear. And having no fear. And when you have no fear, you almost have a sense of freedom. You don't fear anything.
Right.
You know, you're not afraid, nothing can stop you. So that's what the book was about. So yeah, I admire him. What about like a Jay-Z?
Jay-Z. Yeah,
They're
Jay-Z
corporate.
cool.
They're corporate. They
I
became
jack-
corporate.
Matter of fact, Jay-Z, you know I jack Jay-Z? Because he's a businessman.
Right.
Like he's a good bit, like, yeah, he's on that as far as business for sure. And that's why I feel like I'm not saying his music is dirt, 'cause I was just arguing with some old heads. They're like, what? I jack 50. I mean, I'm Jay-Z, but me as me, I can't really vibe with Jay-Z. Like,
Well, it's different.
I jack him as a person and I jack his
Right.
business mindset.
I think
Probably
you
state of
would
mind.
admire him.
I was
think
reading
you would
that book a
admire
little
him.
bit too when I was in
Right.
jail.
There's always a time and place for me. With Jay-Z music,
That's not really. That's
Well,
not really
I would say I would admire. So look, let me give you a piece of advice, a little business advice, right? All the money you make in music, put it into something else.
absolutely.
Invest it into assets, right? So you're making money, buy yourself a multi-unit apartment house.
You see, Jay-Z said that he could have bought Gumbo Park over there for $2 million,
Yeah,
and now it's worth $20 million.
right.
You know?
Correct.
And
Correct. So anything you're making now, just don't. Trust me, I love to spend money.
Right.
Cars, fucking watches.
Nah, yeah.
It's nice, but you got to be disciplined.
Just
And
save
then-
money and then
and you'll-
invest.
Forever, you're set forever. You
With the
work
right
hard
investment,
for
right?
5 years, and you put your money in the right investment,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, real estate, even cryptocurrency, real estate, things like that, things that give you that are assets as opposed to liabilities,
yeah.
and you'll be good forever. You'll be 25, 26, 27. You'll be a multimillionaire if you're disciplined right now. You know, you work hard now and stay out of trouble. I don't
That's
gotta
the
tell
biggest
you.
goal right now.
Because it's not worth it. Your
'Cause
time
after
your
staying out
time is too valuable to go to jail.
Right. I'm young, and after staying out of jail, that's when that means like, but I'm out here. I'm not a slouch. I'm very productive. So if I'm not going to jail, I'm consistent on what I've been doing. And the more you consistent on something, you know what I'm saying, the more I'm going to work out. Is likely to work out. So
Very good, man. I'm very proud of you guys. So Jowvttz is actually a gangster.
word up. Me
He's
too.
an old time. You're a gangster, but Jowvttz an old time gangster
Right.
from
Yeah,
the
you just
Gambino
telling me,
family.
right.
Yeah. So you
That's
took the
crazy.
name of an old timer. So
That's
very good, gentlemen. Look, I appreciate everybody being here tonight. It's an honor to meet you guys and to talk to you
Likewise.
guys, and for you. I'm honored for you to tell me your story, and we'll get a little
That's
Jowvttz.
all right there,
We'll get a
y'all.
little Jowvttz.
All right.
What are we listening to?
Money and violence.
Money and violence,
Okay.
so many problems. I remember I promised. I don't move out of promise.
I like it, man. I could definitely go boxing and stuff to that shit, bro.
This like give you insight of the trenches and how I rap in my time.
I move cautious. I don't tolerate bullshit. I don't give a fuck. If this shit not important, loyalty more than a fortune. Not expensive, nothing is free. I started trapping in songs, I got a connection. Show me I'm paying attention. Think about what I start reminiscing. Watch you when niggas try to do sentence. If you're a rat, that means you talk too much. It's quite for any redemption. Show me I'm paying attention. Think about what I start reminiscing. If you're a rat, that means you talk too much. It's quite for any
You are an artist.
Right.
You are a true artist.
Good luck, my
That could be in
brother.
like a Nike
Yo, man,
commercial.
Like,
that's
I-
no joke. Like how you did that on your own. My mind is blown. My mind is
That's
blown.
motivation right there.
My son does the same thing. My son writes music. He makes his own
You
music.
gotta look at this one right here. This one right here. I love it.
You got some others? Oh my.
You know, he switched it up. You know.
You got so much potential, kid. Don't fuck it up, man. Don't fuck it up.
Nah,
you
I'm
got
not.
a lot of fucking people in your corner. I'm here for you.
I'm actually, yo, good luck, my brother. That's motivation, 100%. I'm actually about to do a video shoot tomorrow.
Good.
So this is
Good.
first one of the year.
Where can we find you?
Jowvttz, every platform.
Instagram. and
It's
everything.
spelled. I spelled it the way you to pronounce it, but the way it's spelled is Jowvttz. Yup. So instead of A is replaced by a V, and instead of S is replaced by a Z. So Jowvttz.
Okay,
Yup.
very good. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you for
sharing
having
your
us.
story, man. That was excellent. What a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you, kid. I love this kid.